Alright, so in today's video, I want to go over who are the top 5 attackers and top 5 defenders after the mid-season patch. Now, there's been some changes. If you've seen my TikToks when I went over top 5s, I had to change the list around it. You'll see what I mean in a second. But every season I like to do these, so if you guys do enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, be sure to comment, and be sure to subscribe. But let's get into it. Now, I do want to say something. Some people who are not be on this top 5 list does not mean they're not a good operator. This is going to be more of a subjective or opinionated based top 5, and I'll give my reasonings for each of them. But you can make arguments for certain people. Like, I'm just going to say it right now. Valk is not in my top 5, but if you said, well, Valk, I think is a top 5 operator, I can completely understand that. I put her in my, like, top 5 solo queue operators, and I just think she's an amazing operator. So you could easily put her there. I just don't play her a lot. I don't bring her as much, but she could easily be in a top 5. So let's start off with my top 5, and I'll explain why. Coming in at the number 5 spot, I have Aruni. Now, in my opinion, I think Aruni is one of the best operators in this current meta. One, because she has an ACOG on DMR. A 60 damage DMR with an ACOG. It is amazing. You can't go wrong with that. Plus, you're able to make these head holes if you want to as well, which is always great. You don't have to rely on somebody else to make a rotate for you. You can do that as well. Although I hate making rotates with this damn thing because it takes 17 years to do this. However, you can do it. You can do it for sure. But I also think her ability is just really good. You compare this with barbed wire. Barbed wire is always good on operators. You want to cover these areas so people can't just walk right up. It will make sound cues, stuff like that. But she's, in my opinion, probably one of the best anchors currently, especially after Doc lost his ACOG. You could sit on site. You're a 1-speed, but you can use this to have people burn utility. It slows them down so they can't just rush right in. And late round, after it gets like destroyed earlier on in the round and they're still waiting to push, you could shoot it back up in like 20 seconds. Plus, she gets 3 of these too, which I fucking love, man. And I really hope she does not lose her ACOG. But such a good operator. Only reason I have her lower is because she can generally be countered pretty easy. Like, if they bring up Brava, they can just hack it. But still, I play her so much. Coming in at the number 4 spot, I have Mute. Now, off the rip, Mute's kit, amazing. One of the best on defense. You have a shotgun to make the head holes, or if you want to make the rotate as well. You have an SMG-11, so you can contest at those long to medium ranges, and then have a shotgun for close range. So you can really cover every single range with this, especially as you get to a better player. You're going to really be able to snipe with this thing. And then on top of that, you get a C4. C4 is one of the most valuable things in defense, in my opinion. Lethal, can go from below, stop people, just amazing. But I think what makes Mute so good is you have to understand how important getting information is in this game, right? So if I could block off an area, let's say I was able to mute this door and, you know, they can't shoot it, let's just say, for example. They can't, because if they swing right here, they're going to expose themselves, and for whatever reason, they don't have a grenade. Information in this game as an attacker is one of the most important things. Now, I'm going to give you an example of this, right? So if I was pushing this site right here, and I don't know where this person is, it's hard for me to kind of clear this, right? Because if I do drone this out, and I know he is top white, I don't have to worry about this angle, or this angle, or this angle, right? So it allows me to kind of swing with more confidence, clear this angle right here, pre-fire right here, and then walk in. Because I have that information. Whereas if there's a Mute and I do not have that information, now I have to worry about attic. I have to worry about the common pixel. I have to worry about head glitches right here. Someone head glitching on a pixel here. Somebody right here. Somebody playing right here. You get my point. You have to be kind of so cautious about other spots and really rely on audio, sound cues, like I said, audio, and just like knowledge of where they are to then take that map control. So it kind of slows you down and it kind of makes you not as confident in your gun skill. So having Mute is just such a good operator. Plus, you can also get the wall too. Like, let's say I did get this wall. In this scenario, they can't like repel to put the thermite above it. Obviously, they can go from below, but you get what I'm saying. You can still kind of counter a wall. Plus, Mute counters like 20-something operators. Like, it's just great for other counters, whether it's a Dokkaebi Gall, Deimos drone, whatever it is. Just such a good overall defender. Mute will always be good. Coming in at the number 3 spot, I have Tubarão, and I think Tubarão is one of the operators that is so overlooked. And let me explain real quick, because maybe you might be thinking, like, why the hell is he in top 3? Let's look at his loadout first. DMR with an ACOG. Come on. You could spray this thing. you're a 3-speed, and you have a C4. So you could roam, you could sit on site, you could really do whatever. But this really comes down to his actual gadget. See, now his gadget, the cool thing about this, right, is when you throw this thing at the wall, or really at any surface, it can basically counter like 20 operators. And it works really well with the wall. It's something called Tubarão tricking. Like, if, for example, if my Cade were to throw a Cade right here, it will cover the wall, right? Now, once it gets EMP'd, I throw it up here. Now, guess what? It will not hit the Cade right down here. So, once the Cade turns back on and the Tubarão runs out, it will then get rid of the Thermite or the Ace or the Habanas, and you can continue to do that. So Tubarão tricking is amazing. However, a lot of people only think he's good for that. He's not. A lot of the times I use him off the wall. For example, we're attacking this bomb site. People will always put a Claymore or a Nomad out here. I take Tubarão every time, bro. Throw one right here like this. What does this do? Freezes a Claymore, freezes a Nomad. So what does that mean? I get to run out real quick, shoot anybody out here, anybody on the rappel, boom, I'm chilling. You can do the same thing here. They have a Claymore outside this window, don't worry. So this would freeze any Claymore here. I'm not killing anybody on the rappel. You can do the same thing with Nomad if you're flanking. Door above a door, you flank. Then on top of that, you have a C4 for below. Like, bro, like, he is such a good defender, but I think people have to understand how to play him correctly, if that makes sense. Coming in at the number 2 spot, we have Solis again. The Solis buff, I don't care what you say. I am biased because Solis used to be my number 1 best operator in the game. However, I do think she's not number 1, but I do think she's number 2 now. In case you don't know the buffs, the biggest thing, they gave her impacts back. So now what does this mean? I'll be playing below here. Oh, is somebody out on their drone, on their rappel? Oh, guess what? Impact, jump out, free kill while he's defenseless on his drone. Can't do anything. I can literally catch him while he's defenseless, guaranteed. I'm playing below. Oh, I see somebody on their drone here. Throw an impact here. Boom. Free kill. Right? But not only that. They made the actual gadget be able to see stuff from, instead of just 12 meters, now it's up to 20 meters. Do you know how far 20 meters is? It's longer than this hallway. Let me show you. That is 20 meters. Meaning I can see anybody up 20 meters, to my left 20 meters, behind me or below me. 20 meters in distance, whether they are electronically on their phone, they are currently Dokkaebi calling, they are using a Finka, they are using a Lion Scan, they have their Jackal goggles on, they are using a Deimos counter, right? Whatever it is, if they have anything electronic out, an IQ scanner, I can see them from 20 meters. I can play right here and contest and see if anybody's outside on the balcony. Like, bro, the range on this got so much better. Plus, the reason why I don't have her as 1 is because you still have to do this stupid little overclock ability to really see what you're looking at, because it would just be like question marks in the meantime. But they made it last 15 seconds now instead of 10 seconds. So, amazing change. It lasts a lot longer. Another thing, do you see the little bar at the bottom right? You used to have to wait till it hit the 50% mark to be able to turn it back on. Now you don't. Now, if it goes up to the 25% mark, is where you can then turn it back on. Like, ready, watch. I'm going to run out here. I have to wait for it to turn back on. Wait till I can turn it back on. And then now I can do it at the 25% mark and use it again. So, great. Plus, you have a P90 or a shotgun, and you have an SMG-11 as well for that medium, long, close range, whatever you want. One of the biggest things when it comes to roaming is what you don't realize is you have to think as an attacker. When you're clearing out roamers, at least in higher elo, a lot of the times you'll clear them or see them because you have pre-placed drones around the map. It will give you that knowledge. So it allows you as a roamer to guarantee that no one's watching you. No one else can do that. I could be sitting here and I could be playing down here and there could be a pre-placed drone somewhere like underneath that corner over there. And I'd have no idea if I'm playing any other operator. If I'm playing Solis, oh no, I see that. It's watching me. Boom. I can guarantee I'm not being watched. I'm going to go flank. They might have a flank cam somewhere I don't know about. Like, for example, I'm like, oh, I'm going to go walk up here into Armory. There might be a flank cam down here. Right here. I have no idea. But now they're going to give a call out that I'm flanking them. Guess what? If I use my scanner, I know it's there. Now I get to shoot it. Or now I don't push here because I know it's watching me, right? You are able to guarantee so much information. Like, guarantee that person's on their drone and they're not going to be able to shoot you if you do jump out. Guarantee somebody's above you. Guarantee somebody's on a drone. Guarantee somebody's not on a drone near you, right? It's just, when you have so much information, it makes her so much better, in my opinion. easily my number 2 operator again. Now, coming in at the number 1 spot, I have Azami. I think it's going to be insanely hard to not ever have Azami at number 1, just because of how much Azami can impact a round. Azami can literally reconstruct an entire map area on her own. Like, if I want to make one-way angles, I can. Guess what? I can go like this, and then I can go like this, and create a one-way angle to where they're only going to be able to see me if they crouch or if they go prone, right? Like, you can create just insane one-way angles. Now I'm going to show you more once my zombies decide to load in, because they take some time. But in the meantime, you have impact for a rotate. You have a deagle. Now, I don't use this shotgun with an ACOG. I'm just going to use this for an example. I'll show you in a second. But you have a good SMG, and you could use this if you want to. If you want to have the ACOG and you want to use this, you could. Why not? But I use the SMG mainly. But for example, like, let's say I took my zombie and I went like this, and I took my other zombie and I went like this. I can now create a one-way angle onto that door. So now they're not going to be able to see me at all whatsoever, but I can watch that entire door, right? You can literally reconstruct the map however you want. There's certain spots in this game that are like kill spots or death spots where you have to sit as a defender to waste time, but like you're gonna die there. Like if you get one pick there, cool. But like you're probably gonna die here, and your main goal is going to be to waste as much time as you can. And Azami allows you to play in those spots and make you last there a lot longer because of the cover that you can provide. Like, for example, rafters. Yeah, GG, buddy, if you think you're sitting in here, at least in champ below, for the entire round. You're not. You're going to get capped out, smoked out, grenaded, whatever it may be. But these zombies will cover up these holes so that you can rotate and move without being shot. It will allow you to play here even if the wall gets opened up over there. She's just the best operator on defense because of how much of a game changer she can be, in my opinion. Now, as for the attackers, coming into number 5 spot, I have Grim. Now, imagine this is not the bomb side. Imagine we're attacking top floor. Okay. Grim is so good because he allows you to guarantee people where people are and where they aren't. And like I mentioned earlier, information in this game is everything. So imagine we're attacking top floor. This will allow me to take control of Solar or Solarium a lot easier, right? Because if I want to walk up these steps, I can go like this, bounce it here, clear them out of the common spot. If they are there, I'll see them. They'll be pinged. I have a bailiff. I can shoot them to the floor from below. If they aren't, I know I can walk up. Shoot another one right here. Bounce it. No, I know they're not on the door. I could quick peek shoot. Boom. No, they're guaranteed not on the door, right? It will allow me to take control of a map way quicker. Now, imagine we're attacking the basement here. I can bring either EMPs or hard breach device. So imagine I bring a hard breach device, right? What are common spots for this bomb site? People always play on pillar, and people always play in blue. So with Grim, I can come over here, shoot one at the pillar. Come over here, shoot one at blue hall. Guess what this does? If they're not being pinged, I can literally walk in, go for a plant right here. If they are, I know that they are there, pre-fire them. If they're there, pre-fire them. And it helps my entire team see that. On top of that, you have a commando, you have a bailiff, an amazing operator. Coming in at the number 4 spot, I have Ace. I mean, you probably never get to play this operator because he's banned every single game. But he is such a good operator because you always need someone to get the wall. But guess what? I can get this wall without actually having to enter in. I avoid the possibility of people seeing me when I cross to enter in. I avoid the possibility of getting C4'd from below. And I make it harder for them to completely bandit trick the wall when I'm throwing 2 aces on the wall. One here, and then one here, right? Guess what? It's going to be super hard for them to bandit trick that. It's great for making sound cues while I walk up. I have an AK, which is, in my opinion, top 2 weapon in the game on attack. It's an amazing weapon. You have claymores, or I think there's breaching charges as well, so you can make a vert if you take above. And you can really play a support role and still frag out because you have a really good weapon, a really good kit. Just unfortunately, you'll probably never play him because he's banned every single time. Which is why we cannot wait for the additional buffs coming to the new or coming to the other hard breaches. So that way he gets banned less. But amazing operator. Now coming in at the number 3 spot, I have Buck. Primary, amazing. Flashes, amazing. His ability is just so good, though. Not only can you actually kill people up close with the shotgun, you'd be surprised. People sleep on that shotgun up close. This thing smokes people. He's amazing for making vert as well. So you want to make vert, you're chilling. It's not like Sledge if you sit on top of it. Not as good as Ram, but better than Ram in terms of you can really choose where you want to make vert. One thing I forgot to mention, he's also the only soft breacher that can go from below and not only from above. Like Ram and Sledge cannot go and make vert from below, but he can literally do both. Really good for just quickly getting rid of, destruction and then being able to quickly switch back to your primary. You can catch a lot of people off guard like that. Another cool thing that you can do, right, with Buck, you can't really do with anyone else. There's a ton of examples I have on TikTok but you can make vert from like floors above essentially. So that way you don't have to worry about getting C4. You can see people from like this far away without having to be down there to make the vert. If I wanted to make the vert here, obviously I wouldn't, but this is just an example. You could do it on Night Haven Labs, great example. On Cafe, great example, right? You can do a lot of different areas where you can see from like a story above with Buck. And he's just so good. Like I said, over the wall, shoot, right? He's just such a good attacker. Coming in at the number 2 spot, I have any type of shield you want to go. Blackbeard, Blitz, whatever it is. The thing that makes a shield so broken and so good is the fact that I can take map control so quick, and taking map control is one of the most important things on attack. And you want to do it as quick as you can. So with a shield, for example, I can walk up here, clear. Boom, boom, clear, right? I don't have to worry about somebody quick peeking me or holding like a pixel peek. You know, walk in, okay, boom, clear. No one I don't have to worry about somebody like playing right here. I can literally just have somebody like play behind me, and I could be my own mobile drone and just kind of walk in and just see where people are without having to worry about it. So it allows me to take map control super quick. And it's also just annoying to try and shoot shields, deal with shields. They can melee you, and then you get sent flying back, and it's a guaranteed kill. Bro, shields are the most fucking annoying thing in the game. And I hope they get nerfed to the ground even more. I hate shields. They're so annoying to deal with. Because, like, what are you going to do, bro? What are you going to do if someone's playing behind a shield? Who are you going to look at? I hate shields. They are so annoying. I'm not going to put them at number 1, though. Because, let me explain. Now, the number 1 spot I give to Dokkaebi. Now, just like I mentioned earlier, taking map control is super important. Guess what? If I use my phone call, I'm going to sit here, phone call. This will allow me and my team to all enter in, and if somebody is near, we will hear them. Granted, if they have a mute somewhere playing right here, or they Tubarão call, it's different. But you're going to either see the Tubarão get thrown down, you're going to hear it, and most likely no one's playing with a mute off-site, right? But it allows you to take map control way quicker, and just helps you, clear roamers way quicker. So it's really cool. And the way that you clear roamers, right, let's say you kill the person, right, boom. Now, you have full access to every single camera. All of their Val cams, all the Maestros, BPs, default cams. Like I mentioned earlier, information is everything in this game. So when you can either take that information away or use that information for yourself, it will help you win a round so much easier. On top of that, she is the perfect kit. She has the DMR for long range or close range, but most time you're going to use this for long range. And then you have a SMG-12, which is the best secondary in the game. Not even close. Up close, long range if you're good enough with it. And you have flashes, or you can run EMPs if you want to run that flex support for your team if they need to impact EMPs. Bro, she's just so good. Roam clearing, getting information, perfect kit, helping the team with EMPs if you need, clearing people out with flashes and then swinging them. Like, bro, like it's just a perfect operator in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think. What would you change? Comment down below. Like I said, you could move some stuff around, but this is just my top 5 and why.